this is Sabina at Cross Keys Crafts with the Papercraft Society Advent Calendar for December the 13th. This one is by Creative Craft Products, and I've already had a look what it's inside. It's got some plain cardstock. I haven't unpacked it yet, so I'll have a look what thickness it is. Got some nice papers. This one is like a blush peach. Oh, we've got two of those. Sorry, they're stuck together. Then we've got two of these mint aqua ones and two yellow ones. Yeah, I think they're really nice. Obviously you can use these for loads of things. I'll have a quick think what I'd like to do with them. I'd like to keep it plain for today and would mostly like to use this cardstock. So yeah, let me have a quick think whilst I switch off the camera, and then I'll come back and show you what we do with these today. Okay, I have decided to just use the aqua colour and the coral colour. I'm not using the yellow, and I would like to create strips from these to make a plaid background, and that is a bit inspired by one of the recent Papercraft Society boxes by Sam Calcott. She had some plaid pattern paper. I do not have the box, but she had coffee mugs and stuff like that. I've seen the videos and posts, so I've got a coffee mug die here as well with a cream and a heart. From the packaging, from the actual pouch, I have cut myself a frame, because rather than having the strips straight on the plain cardstock, I thought if I put them on the back of this frame, it'll look a bit neater for the background. And I just used my nesting die, and I've got a 4x6 card here, and this fits on there really nicely. So a little tip for cutting strips. If you struggle to get thin strips or get them the same size, if I put this here in my small guillotine, this is over 4 inches, and then it'll be really difficult to measure. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut a little bit off to make this 4 inches. So now if I want like a 1/4 inch, I'm just moving this over to 3 3/4, and then I automatically know that this is a 1/4 inch wide. I have two of those. By the way, I'm cutting the long side even if I want to put them this way around. So I think I'll have a few of those thinner ones. And then I think I want something like in between. I don't want 1/2 inch, but I want something between a 1/4 and a 1/2. So just need a few, I don't need the whole lot. And if you're not sure, you can always use one that you've already just cut and put it on this side. But I think this will be fine, this will be enough. So I'm doing the same now with one of the green papers, and then I'll show you how we create the plaid. I find the easiest way to align these is to use some tape, and I only need that on 2 sides at the moment because I definitely want to weave this properly. Sorry, I've got sticky scissors here from a different project. So I'm taking the release paper off, and then it's up to you whether you want to alternate the strips. I think I'm just using the green ones going down and the coral ones going across. So I'm aligning this here on my grid because I don't want this to be wonky. So I'm just setting these down here, making sure I'm pressing it down at the top. Ideally I wouldn't overhang it like this, I just wasn't concentrating. So I think I'm coming with this thinner one. I want a bit of the background to shine through. Coming in with a wider again. Doesn't matter that they overhang at the bottom, because we'll cut them down there. You could even start a bit lower, you don't need to go right to the edge. Being conscious not to have them too wonky. So I'm just cutting this one down. There we go. So I'm laying these down here on the sticky side, but I want to weave this down. Want to weave these in now, so I'm just thinking whether I can still lift these or whether I do this now. I think I do this straight away. So I'm putting this under, over, under, over, under, and when I reach this side and I've got it in the right position and I've got it straight, I'm going to press it down on my sticky tape there. So I'm coming with the next one, but I want to do that the other way around. So where I've got this under here, the first one, I want to have this one over. And you can just lift them up at the top, that actually makes it a bit easier. I wouldn't put them too close because then that creates a bit of bulk here. And because it's such a small area, I'm not fussed about sticking these down individually. So lifting this up here now, and I think you get the idea, so I will continue this off camera now. It doesn't take long, as long as I'm keeping this straight, pressing this down there, and obviously I will cut them off here and then I will glue them down here and here, and I can just lift it up, but I think I will just use some wet glue there. I finished the weaving. At the moment I think it looks a bit more like a trellis. It doesn't really look like plaid, but I think as a background it works fine. I just wanted to show you options you have. If I place it on the white cardstock, I've obviously got the white in the background, but I'm also contemplating whether I should put the inner from the frame back in, and I think I'll do that because I think the white is a bit harsh, and I'm then going to put some foam all around this and raise the frame a little bit. I think that would look really nice. So I shall do this, and then I will just glue my cup here on here. If I haven't bought this from China, I can link to it below. If I bought it from China, I'm not going to link to this, but you might have something similar in your stash, or any other picture would work fine. I just like to use this to invite a friend for coffee and cake, so I don't think I will add a sentiment. If I do, you will find that in my thumbnail, but I think I'll leave it as it is. So I should quickly do this off camera and I'll show you the finished card. Here's the almost finished card. I've got a bit of excess here on the frame and the top, but that is because I laid the background down a little bit too low, but I think it doesn't matter. I could cut it down, but it's a bit tricky in the guillotine if you've got propped up element on there. And I definitely left some space here for a sentiment. I'll have to have a look in my stash, but I don't have time for that at the moment, so I shall do that after filming and put in a photo at the end of this video. Yeah, if you like this card, you might want to give me a thumbs up, and if you'd like to see what I'm creating tomorrow with the advent calendar, you might want to subscribe to my channel. I'd be very happy about that, and I'll see you tomorrow with another video.